Welcome back to Into the Trial. You remember when I did the DMU episode and there was like 2 locomotive classes? Well, I'm doing that again. Yippee. But it's not here for America Land. No, it's for America Land. Junior, aka Canada. Well, not for anywhere for Canada, but from Go Transit in Toronto. But unlike the DMU episode, there was not a prototype and a production model or anything like that blob. No, it's 2 locomotives, completely different classes. Those being an FP7 number 904 and a GP40-2W number 703. We're gonna look at these one by one again. First, let's take a look at 904. First, well, if you want a full story of 904, just saw a Penty Fans 19 video on 904. I have to make it short due to 703's presence. But to tell you in a simple way, it started life on the Ontario Northern Railroad, built by GMD, the Canadian division of EMD. But if you didn't know that, but back on track, it was numbered 1513 and was built in the middle of the production line. It worked for passenger and freight trains for the railroad until about like 10 years later when Go Transit was made and needed a lot of locomotives to keep up with the traffic on the new commuter rail. And then they bought 904 for the Ontario Northland. But instead of being used as conventional locomotives, kind of used as kind of like an NPCU type of thing. You know, like that. But the new, at the time, F59PHs came along to replace the older locomotives 10 years later, like the F40s and the FP9s. All were scrapped, besides one. 904 was bought by Tri-Rail for the gonna be short-lived commuter rail at the time, and also bought 703 to use on the commuter trains. That's for later in the video, and it worked as an APCU on the commuter rail, working with the F40 PHL-2s and being the oldest locomotive to run on travel to this day, because it was built in 1952, but when the railroad became a permanent transit option by the Florida Department of Transportation in 1995, they were both retired. Let's see what happened to 703 later, but spoiler, it wasn't scrapped. But 904 was sent to Gold Coast Railroad Museum, but later in the 2000s it was sold to the Florida Railroad Museum. And it's planned to be repainted into FEC or Tri-Rail colors. And that's all it is today. Okay, time for 703. There isn't that much information or important stuff about 703, so just think of it as kind of like lightning round. 703 was built for Go Transit for passenger trains for the as one of the GP40-2Ws. It was even used on Canadian National trains when they needed it sometimes, or at least I know from pictures. Just like 904, it was sold to Tri-Rail, but used as an actual locomotive. Just like 904, it was sold to the Albany, Carolina, and Leicester. We're still used to today. Sorry for the long gap, but it looks like that's common now. See you next time for the final episode on the F40 PHL-2s. Warning, that's a long way away because I'm planning to release it on the series anniversary.